Alright, back.
And we're going to try and switch characters.
Why? Sonic's the best.
No, I'm trying to like switch to classic Sonic. I'm pushing Y. Oh, okay, no. Nice working. So yeah. Oh yeah, I know.
No, classic Sonic sucks.
Nah.
No, yeah, classic. But anyway, so back to because last time we were talking about creative interests in school and stuff. Like, so
Yeah.
to get back to that. But yeah, no, it's with me. So as I said, in primary school, like, you know, it's just very encouraging and just like, yeah, you know, like, oh, that's good, and like, oh, maybe you could do better here. Like, very, like, not much feedback. It's usually just encouragement and maybe a little bit of constructive criticism. That's just, you know,
Yeah.
hey, if you enjoy this, how about this? And it's just kind of suggestions of like, you should look into this and that kind of stuff, right?
Yeah, try and like your hand at that.
Yeah, like maybe get an art book and stuff like that. You know, like you know, it's for the most part very encouraging. And then you go into secondary school, and you know, like I said, yeah, for any American viewers of this, I don't know if there will be any, but like, fuck it, just for the benefit of it. So that'd be from ages 11 till 16, which I think that's later half middle school and high school.
When your body goes through changes, it's like in hair in places where you wish it didn't get hair in, you know, or you just like what happened with me, just have lost spots on my face. Yeah, like lots of them, man.
Sure. Didn't need to know that, but you know, thanks for sharing.
Hey,
I'm sure.
if any look, okay, listen, alright. If there's any kids out there that's going through secondary school, like, you know, various subconscious space spots, don't be, because when you literally
Then if there are kids
hit
out there that are
20
not going to be watching two 20-odd dudes playing Sonic Generations.
you never know, it might be like again, it's more like
I'm sure all three of our fans at this point, you know, one for each video.
Whoa! That's
Happy
been a
for
bit
that.
too like interjective, Ben. 3? You mean 1?
No,
This is the second episode, so it'd be 1.
No, this would be the third. Well, this will be the fourth, actually. The fourth video uploaded. No, actually, no, this will be the sixth video uploaded.
Okay, man.
Sorry, yeah, this will be the sixth video uploaded. So, yeah, we might have as much as 6 fans at this point, you know, one for each video.
Yeah.
So, you know. But, yeah, I'm
Hey,
sure...
hang on. Thank you, Mum, for subscribing. No, my mum won't be subscribing. She doesn't even like. She doesn't really know how to use a computer properly.
Yeah, she's Farmville and that's about it. But no, anyway, yeah. So, keep going off track. Fuck it. We'll do it live. But yeah, no, in secondary school, it's very much like, there is much more constructive feedback.
Yeah.
And people are saying like, oh, you know, I think you could do better here, you know, and actually giving you more resources and kind of things. But at the same time, it gets very restrictive because in your actual art classes and that, it's very specific, like, oh, we're going to do some life drawing here, you know, of like this fruit bowl and this bottle of this glass bottle. Or like, oh, today I want you to draw like your own interpretation of like some kind of, I don't know, some kind of like African peace mask or something like that.
Yeah.
Right? And it's, or today we're gonna do some of this type of art, you know, and it's like again sort of similar to live drawing, I guess, where it's landscape drawing. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Where it's like, yeah, we're gonna go and draw these trees and stuff like that, like draw what you see kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And it's like, I get the want to expose people to different types of art.
Yeah.
And for the first 3 years of secondary school, where so in secondary school, again, for anyone that doesn't know how the English school system works, for your first 3 years, it's all mandatory subjects and just a bit of everything. And in your final 2 years, you choose your options, which is, you know, you get to specify a little bit more what you want to do.
Yeah.
In traditional school, obviously, like Sudbury School and shit like that, it's different, but, you know, yeah, whatever. So for the first 3 years, I get that, like you're exposing people to different aspects. I mean, I won't go into I think school is shit anyway, but like, you know, get into that. That's a topic for another day.
Yeah.
But for the second 2 years, when it's you're actually doing this because you enjoy art, I kind of think at that point, like, if you've picked art as a subject, you have relatively decent idea of the subjects that you want to draw, and you want to make like part of your art style and what you want to increase on, and they're still kind of forcing you to do like specific things that are just outside of what you want to do.
Yeah.
And fucking heaven forbid, right? I experienced this myself. Heaven forbid in art if you want to draw like, in a manga art style or an anime art style or something like that, or a comic book art style even, Oh, just heaven forbid. No, that's baby art for babies.
Yeah. Like I say, the other thing I was gonna say, right, is just like, okay, I can understand like, drawing like trees and plants and all that, right? But you if it depending on like what cartoon or like comic book you're drawing, you still gonna basically draw like leaves and buildings and stuff like that. But like I said,
it depends. Like, so most comic book companies in that they will have a different background artist from their foreground artist and from the character.
Yeah, I know, but it's just like getting those skills, so you got like more opportunities. It's like one of our background artists is sick, right? Then you can fill in, man. You get double pay, you get a double pay for like doing the extra work. I'm like, okay, cool. At least I know I got that skill, kind of thing. But like I said, I want to draw it in my own kind of style. Like I said, I do want to draw it like an art style. Because that's where I want to like kind of like go, right? Or like I want to like do a manga style stuff like that, right? But as long as I get doing my own style, I'd be fine with the whole like, oh yeah, draw a plant, draw buildings, whatever. But I say they're like, no, you got to like, actually draw it the way it is, and I'm just like, that's bullshit.
But I still, unless you're doing like comic book or manga style, or like a cartoon style, like let's say you're doing something really simplistic like Adventure Time or Steven Universe, which art styles, like I said, I'm not insulting them when I say they're overly simplistic. They're done that way for the sake of being able to have better animation, and to make animation a lot easier, so that they can be a bit more sort of wacky and zany and expressive. So it's a good art style for animation. It's just that it is pretty simplistic. But for the most part, like I said, unless you're doing like a cartoon or a comic book or a manga art style, a lot of art teachers and a lot of better ones are still very encouraging in that in secondary school.
Yeah.
Even if like they're stuck by the syllabus and they have to teach you certain things.
God, get a longer dress. Sorry, just Amy's shortness and her panty under the skirt showing.
Hey, big boys, want to see this is my upskirt? Yeah, you like that?
I'm gonna go to the next level now. Yeah.
But yeah, like for a lot of it, like I said, the art teachers are still pretty encouraging. It's just that they're stuck by the syllabus of like what they have to teach, and it's all very annoying for everyone involved, right?
Yeah.
But when you go into college, or even university, because I did some art in college, where it like this is entirely optional at this point, right? Like it's entirely optional education, you know. You're not required to stay in education anymore at this point, so it's entirely optional, and they still try to do like, oh, we're gonna get you exposed to various different art styles. It's just like, why the fuck are you still doing this at this point?
Yeah.
Like if I'm doing art in college, I've probably been doing art for a long time now, just in my own time. I've done it in secondary school, done it in primary school. I've done it in my own time, like self-study and shit like that. I know the type of art I'm gonna be doing. I just want some pointers on like how to do it better. What are some good reference materials? Who are like some good eyes to look out for and stuff like that,
Yeah.
Like, if you can explain to me why it is that, like, let's say I know I want to be a character artist specifically, right? So I want to design characters. I want to do like concept art for characters, right? Or maybe even finalized art, like digital art, like the lining and the coloring and all that kind of stuff, right?
Yeah.
But it's a form of character art. If you can then explain to me, and kind of like it's very much like broaden my horizon and say that like, hey, if you do background art, that can actually help you design characters.
Yeah.
Because maybe like I don't know, and this is just off the top of my head, I don't know if it's true, but when you're thinking of like various like poses for your character and you're thinking of like what kind of situation the character is going to be in, having a rough idea in your head of what the surrounding environment and the background is going to be like can very much help you with the design of that character if you know what the world is going to be like. Same with like, let's say in art and that if they're like, hey, you know, it'd be good for you if you got into, like as a hobby kind of thing, if you started looking more into like storytelling and stuff like that, specifically like like character backgrounds and script writing, so you know like how your characters are going to express themselves, what kind of background they had like growing
Ben,
up and everything.
The background time is to end it. I mean,
I'm still talking,
yeah, but
and that didn't make any sense.
I know, but
Why have you got to cut me off like that? I was
see you in the next
passionate.
episode.